Hi, my name's Kimbra, and today I'm going to show you my rig. I started learning guitar around 12, and around the age of 15 I borrowed a Boss 8-track from the high school music room. I wasn't taking music at school, but I was really fascinated with, gadgets, and that became the first tool for me as a producer, to learn about what I could do with the voice as an instrument. After that, I invested in the Boss RC20, which has started my journey with looping, and then I guess I got into Pro Tools, and the rest is history. Once you're on computers, it's kind of hard to go back. Live, we use Ableton though. I think Ableton has definitely improved itself to be the best tool for live setups because it's just such a good connector in terms of being the master of all the different gadgets on stage, and its ability to be quite easy to map. A lot of these controllers are talking to Ableton, and instead of having what I used to use, which was a Roland SP404 for all of my effects, we now have a much higher quality effects unit because it's running straight from the computer, and I'm able to manipulate everything on stage. I guess this was the first piece of gear that I owned, the TC Helicon, and I guess kind of became a bit of a poster girl for them because I was using it so much, and they actually even asked me to help develop the second unit, which is this one. I remember the big thing I wanted them to integrate was MIDI sync. At that time it didn't talk to MIDI, so if you were doing looping you just have to be doing it free time. Nowadays you can sync the voice live to MIDI, and that gives you the ability of course to keep better time with the rest of your band. I don't rely on it for looping as much as I used to. The Kaoss units have now become kind of exciting for me as loopers as well, so I've integrated them, and you may ask why I have two, which is a little bit ridiculous, but basically they do different things. The Kaoss Elite Pro is my main delay unit, so I can use my finger to control my delays live. I find that this has the nicest sounding delay. Unfortunately, that preset didn't come with this KB3, so you have to build, you can't quite replicate the very same thing, so this one I find is better for looping and for sampling things, so. Stay for the person I'll be. Stay for. You may get used to what this can do, which is about 5 different kind of effects you can apply to a sample, but like everyone, you get kind of tired of doing those things all the time, so the Kaoss gave me this new instrument and this new range of effects that I could now apply to the sample, right? Stay the person first be. Stay for the person be. The voice live can do similar things, of course. I can filter it. But they're different effects. So voice live's running into the Kaoss, so anything I do here can be affected by this unit. And this is then talking to this. But I can't affect this with that because that's built into this unit, so it's not. Yeah, it's the last part of the chain basically. Now this thing here is talking to the Ableton. So now once I've got some good effects going on this, I might want to start applying things to the beat. So basic delays. Yeah, anyone can build a rig of effects with Ableton, and you just kind of choose the effects that you might like. I kind of like to do vibey intros and stuff where I might bring a bit of vinyl up on the track and just make it feel like we're in Grandpa's lounge for a second. And that's exactly what this is about, is every night is different. If I hit this and if I hit this, we're gonna get the whole track in reverse, which is a whole nother thing to using an octave. So you know, depending on your mood, you can decide to sing the song with a certain effect over it, and it might change the vibe. So it keeps it fun. Yeah, I mean, this is just all about like staying playful with it, you know? I think the moment that I become too over-rehearsed or used to what I'm doing, it becomes less fun, and then I'm less engaged emotionally, you know? So all of these things help me to feel connected to the music. But for now, I'm pretty happy. I feel like I got a good little spaceship going on, and it's just all about keeping it exciting and keeping up with where technology is going. You know, things are moving so fast, and I think it's up to artists to kind of stay in the loop with that, you know, and kind of push the boundaries of all of these various instruments. I think that's also how the developers learn to improve their shit as well, is when they see people using them or having limitations with them, you know. I love that dialogue between people in the tech world and artists. I think it's really important. I I'm Kimbra, thanks for tuning in. Check out my new album, it's called Primal Heart. Follow me online, keep in touch with all I'm doing. Hope to see you at a show in the future. Yeah.